Amanda. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes out of your day hanging out with me. Today I am very excited because we are testing out the Lunar Beauty Moonspell palette. I have received a lot of questions about my thoughts and opinions on Lunar Beauty, and to be honest, nothing really has excited me that Lunar Beauty has put out until this palette. And this color story is really gorgeous. I love the packaging. I love how detailed it is. It feels like a lot of time and effort was put into it. It's well thought out. The color story is pretty too. Is it as Halloween as I want it to be? No, it's a little bit more pastel. I think there are some grungy driven shades in here, but it also could be mistaken for a spring palette if you didn't look at the packaging. I wish there was an orange or a matte black or some more burgundy shades. These three shades look very similar. Stay tuned to see if they perform similar. And it's nothing against Manny MUA. I've reached a point where I'm just over the large influencers and I really don't agree with some of the things that he's done. I'm taking my feelings about how I feel about Manny out of the equation, strictly reviewing his brand, my first time testing out his formula, and giving you my thoughts. This is the first Lunar Beauty launch that has really excited me. The packaging really caught my attention. The shades caught my attention. Life's a drag. It's just a rainbow palette. James Charles been there, done that. That's probably what he would say. The Greek Goddess palette, to me, looked like a very neutral palette with a pop of blue. And then Strawberry Dream, pink palette with a pop of blue. So, didn't really excite me. Felt like I had enough shades in my collection that I could easily dupe out. I feel like I do have similar shades, especially with the neutrals, but this shade Fiona and a good purple like Sabrina, they're hard to come by. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look and an additional look using the Moonspell palette, definitely keep on watching. Before we jump in, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel before you clicked off this video. I post new videos Monday through Friday of subscription unboxings, beauty hauls, first impressions, eyeshadow palette reviews, and more. If you are new to one of my eyeshadow palette reviews, I do my finger swatches by going in with my finger to the pan and I do one swipe, otherwise noted. There is no concealer or primer on my arm to act as a base. It is just my bare arm. Let's get swatching. PRUE, Piper, Phoebe. These are beautiful. I want to quickly comment, PRUE and Phoebe are both shimmer shades, but Phoebe right here felt more as if it was like a topper. It had a more lighter feeling than PRUE did. PAIGE, Sabrina, WINIFRED. I love how soft and effortless these shades are swatching. I'm very impressed. Really hope that translates when I dip my brush into the pan and try to blend it out, that the shades blend really nice and there is really good pigment payoff. Sarah, Mary, Samantha. Samantha definitely had a more chunkier feel to it. KIKI, Hermione, Bonnie. This matte Bonnie felt a lot drier than the other mattes have felt so far. Marnie, Nancy, Fiona. Marnie and Nancy felt pretty dry as well as Bonnie. They have pigment, but it's not like throughout the entire swatch, so I'm a little concerned. I don't know if Bonnie, Marnie, or Nancy, since them being more green, blue shades, if they're harder to formulate maybe. That's why they're drier and their pigment isn't as paid off as the rest of the shades. More like these pinks and purples. PAIGE is a matte as well as Sabrina, but they both have pigment. They both felt soft. It's something I'm going to look into. I'm definitely thinking I might need to try to do multiple looks, one palette. I wasn't planning on it, but I kind of want to now just for that reason. Also, I think that this color story does have a lot to offer. Does it scream fall? Kind of, with these purples and the greens, but the Nancy, Fiona, these browns kind of have like a more spring vibe to them, in my opinion. But I really like this concept of this Halloween collection, and the nerd side of me can really appreciate time and effort that was put into this palette of not only the details of the packaging, but the colors and the names behind everything. I've also been on the fence since I am running out of my ABH primer. If I should do one eye with primer and then one eye with concealer, just to get a nice comparison between how the shadows perform and look with a primer and then with a concealer, because not everyone uses a primer, not everyone uses concealer. And I wonder if that could improve my palette reviews. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of that. We are gonna try that for this video. I have two looks in mind. Not sure how well they are gonna go over. So my left eye, your right eye, gonna have the ABH primer. Oh, I grabbed too much concealer. No, I haven't used concealer for the longest time as eye primer. Ah, and I messed up my brow. Cool. My eyebrow is crusty now because of the concealer. I'm really excited for this. I don't want to mess it up. Let's take Nancy. There's some kickback, but I really like this shade. All right. We are on the concealer side and it's not picking up that well. Let's dip it in again. All right. So it is a shade I can appreciate not having bam pigment right away because I like to build up, but I was kind of shocked that it was very faint. I still feel that it's quite muted on here. So this is the third dip, and I feel that I've been dipping it in and some of it kind of fades away. It's almost too annoying to have to build up. Especially right here, it keeps disappearing. I'm not that crazy about that shade. It's workable, it's buildable, it's just annoying. And now let's try Sabrina. I wish season 3 of Sabrina would start now on Netflix. I mean, Riverdale started back. Oh, okay, Sabrina is there. She wants to be here, unlike Nancy. Getting this on the other half of my crease area, blending the two together. Also gonna use this to round out the outer V. I really like this shade Sabrina. I like how they're blending in together. I feel like I still need to bring up Sabrina a little bit more. Oh, I really like that. Okay, now we're talking. So something I am noticing about this palette, you gotta be patient. It's definitely patience, and I don't have a lot of patience. It's because I'm an Aries. I do wish Nancy was popping a little bit more, but Sabrina is salvaging this look right now. Why yes, I did take 2 of my favorite notorious shades. I feel like I haven't played much with purple and blues. It's been a lot of greens. Now that I've established Sabrina, I want to go back in with Nancy to both try to make it pop, but as well as buff out any harshness there could be with Sabrina. Also trying to make the color together when they meet pop a little bit more too, because I really like that. And then why not do a cut crease? Now I really want to take this shade Mary right here. I'm not going to spray MAC Fix. I really wanted to. I guess I envisioned it being a little bit more popping. Maybe let's try MAC Fix just to compare. I don't really notice much of a difference between MAC Fix and no MAC Fix. This is such a weird shade. Looking at it, it looks like a green shimmer, but it looks like brown on camera. And then it goes on like more of a gray. I'm thoroughly confused what exactly that shade's gonna be because I don't like it as much on the lid, and I feel like that it ruined the look. We put some lashes on to help salvage it. I went in with my Glam Light lashes, and then I do want to smoke out the lower lash. I'm gonna take Sabrina and then just go in on this side. Oh, that's weird. I'm starting with my left eye to smoke. Guess it felt right. And then on this side. And then let's take Nancy just to bring it around. Oh, Nancy is pale. I guess I need like a primer or something under here. And then take some of the shade PRUE, some MAC Fix. Put that, oh yes, in the inner corner. First look, not my favorite. It was manageable. I'm not completely in love with this palette yet, and I definitely want to do a second look, play with some other shades, and see. Just want to quickly note that Sabrina stained my eyes. I'll take it as she has good pigment payoff. So you know how they always say you should do your eye makeup first before your base? This is definitely one of those times because I had to reapply some foundation and I had bronzer, blush, and highlight on as well. Let's take Marnie and we'll start the same. It's showing up a lot better on contact within the first swipe, unlike Nancy. And I know they're two different shades, but this one also felt dry when I swatched it. We're gonna be somewhat predictable, but I want to take Paige and put it, oh, those two are pretty. I know the two, when they come together, is not as pretty, but blending wise, these shades are blending a lot better than Nancy. So that's just like my troubled child shade. We all have one. I also think a neutral look with a pop of color would be a fun look with this palette. Marnie might be a little too overpowering. Maybe I should have done Marnie first. Really having to dig there. There's a defined harshness over here. I'm gonna take Bonnie. It's probably gonna ruin it, but I kind of want to see, oh, nothing. If Bonnie could help smooth some of this out, and it's not. So Bonnie is another shade that kind of is trouble. I guess I just wanted to get as many shades used. Realistically, probably would have used Sarah or Winifred, but I kind of just wanted to try Bonnie. All right, let's take Fiona and put her on this half. Okay, I really like Fiona. Looks good just in the corner. Let's take Phoebe and put her on. Oh no, that looks too similar to Paige. It looks like it should have a shiny texture to it. Spray some MAC Fix. I would have been happier with Fiona all over the lid. I'm gonna try Piper. Let's see how Piper looks. Very similar still. Like, I feel that Phoebe's trying to do like a more blue shift. It's just not showing up. I don't know how we got here, but I kind of like how like these colors are coming together. Not what I wanted. I wanted a little bit more. So let's get some liner and lashes on. Oh, I think my lash is on backwards. And they're the same Glamlight ones that we used in the first one. And now to smoke out, I don't know what shade. I kind of want to take Marnie. Just because I feel like Marnie's not visible anymore. Well, let's bring her back. Inner corners now. I don't really feel like any of these shades. Well, let's try Phoebe actually. Maybe the shift will end up better on the inner corners. No. I think I made everything worse. I'm trying so many different things and nothing is working. While the packaging and the colors are pretty, I've ran into a lot of issues. Whether it was just blending or getting some of the shades to pick up, it just wasn't my favorite. And then shades I was really excited about were a letdown. There were 3 shades I was really impressed with. Sabrina, Marnie, and Fiona. Those were my favorite shades. They looked and performed how they should. And everything else is up for debate. I did not use all the shades. I didn't use Kiki, Samantha, Sarah, Winifred, or Hermione. I think Piper, Phoebe, and Paige are way too similar. Phoebe, it should be doing a blue shift, and it kind of is in the inner corner. It kind of is on that lid. They're even very similar on the swatch. I would have changed that, make them not as similar. Throw in an orange or something in there instead, or black. A Halloween palette without black is almost blasphemy. I struggled with it, and it could be me. I tried to rule out a primer versus concealer. Lashes kind of saved the day. My hopes were up high for this palette, and nothing about the formula really wows me. There was nothing revolutionary about the mattes or the shimmers. Let me know if you guys picked up the Moonspell palette. What were your thoughts? Did you guys run into any issues? Do you have anything else by Lunar Beauty? How do the Strawberry, Life's a Drag, the Greek Goddess palette perform in comparison to Moonspell? Do you guys like the formula? What are some of your tips and tricks on making the shades work a little bit better? Definitely want to know your thoughts. I'm here for the packaging and the shades. It's just I need it to perform a little bit better. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and if you don't, thank you for the view anyways, and I'll see you in the next video.